Bibles tonight, please turn to Genesis, first book of the Bible, Genesis chapter 16. Genesis chapter 16, please, tonight. I've never heard anyone say I love teenagers. I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't. I don't know. And I know this. I like to see them make it. That's for sure. I like to see them make it. And I'll try to help tonight. Good to be here. Good to be here. How many? There are another church here tonight, and back here. And would you just introduce yourself to me again?
Pastor Matt, One Baptist.
Wonderful. And great to have you here tonight. And young people, yeah. Is that your wife?
Yes.
I just want to make sure. Okay, thank you. And who else? Another? Yes. Another church? Yes. No.
I'm with them.
Oh, you're with them.
I was
Okay.
just late.
Oh, that's fine to me. It's good. It's good. It is. It's a quarter to 10 my time. Quarter to 10. So I'm going to preach about 11 minutes to go to bed. And yeah, good. Genesis chapter 16. Genesis chapter 16. And before I start, someone just needs to say it every once in a while. I've been married. My anniversary was Wednesday. I've been married 37 years. 37 years. It's a long time, isn't it? 36. It is a long time. That's longer than you are years. Let me just tell you something, all right? Let me just say, because everyone's going to tell you different. So I'm going to just talk to the young people for a little bit. Outside of my walk with God, literally, outside my walk with God, my greatest joy is being married. Now, I'm really sorry because you don't ever get told that.
Right.
You get told, well, there's alternate lifestyles, and there's now same gender marriage and all this stuff, and you can explore all this stuff, live together, shack, all this stuff. But no one ever promotes marriage. No one ever promotes like real kind of marriage. Now, I know what you think. You think, well, I don't want to get married because the marriages are pretty rough. No, marriage is marriage. See, there's not a basket of good marriages and a basket of bad marriages. Well, brother Tim, you got one out of the basket of good marriage. Oh, no. That's the devil's lie. See, there's only thing called a basket of marriages. And once you take that marriage out of the basket, it's all up to you whether it be good or bad. It's all up to you. So if you don't live in a rough marriage, it's your decision. You want to live in a good marriage, it's your decision. As I just say this, honestly, again, outside my walk with God, my greatest joy in life is being married to that woman right back there, 37 years. I still feel like a high school prom boy on my first date, pitter-patter, fireworks, going on, all the other stuff. And I hope you have that one day. I hope you have that. Because if you don't, and you try something else that doesn't work, you can be miserable the rest of your life. Miserable the rest of your life. And I know you've been told a lot of things and showed a lot of things, and oh my goodness, so I'm just trying to help you out. Genesis in chapter 16, did I say that? Genesis chapter 16, let's all stand, please. Genesis in chapter 16. We learned last night that God put us there, and He's teaching us faith. Tonight I want to try to help, I want you to learn one statement. I can't really get you going if I can't get you to stay in. A lot of people have a revival. Let's get revived. Let's get energized. Let's get motivated. I can't motivate you if you don't stick. I can't help you if you don't stick. I can't help a church member if you're not going to stay. I can't help a marriage unless you're committed. We got to get back some real down-to-earth facts to help us out a little bit. So I want to read this story to you. God put it in here for a reason. Genesis chapter 16, verse number 1. Now, Sarai, I'll use the words Sarah and Abraham for you. Now, Sarah, Abraham's wife, bare him no children. She had a handmaid, an Egyptian, his name was Hagar. Sarah said to Abraham, Behold now, the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abraham hearkened to the voice of Sarah. Sarah, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abraham had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abraham to be his, that's the last word. So it wasn't just like a monogamous affair. It was that you will now be his wife. You will now be his wife. If you listen to anything, listen to the first few minutes or minute here. What would it take you to get out of church? What would it take you to get out of a Christian school? What would it take you to get out of the will of God? Long before the prodigal son left, he was gone. He couldn't wait to leave. And you may be here tonight saying, I just can't wait till I graduate, I'm out of here. Well, I'm still here. Yeah, but you're not. And no one can revive you. God can't help you if you're not going to stick. You're not going to stick. I believe, like last night, I believe there's a geographical will of God. I believe right now Tim Ruhl is in the perfect will of God in his life. Geographically, spirit-wise, acceptable-wise, perfect will of God. I believe that. When you say, well, is there a geographical will of God? Bible said that he told Elijah after all the prophets, I want you to go by the brook there. I'll feed you there. There was a specific place God wanted to be. Can I say this? I'd rather be in the wrong place doing the right thing than in the right place doing the wrong thing. Does that make sense? Yes, yeah, it does. I would rather be in the wrong place doing the right thing than be in the right place doing the wrong thing. Here's what I hear from young kids. Hey, I'm in the Christian school, all right? I'm here, all right? Well, you're here, but you're not really here. Well, I'm in church, all right? Well, you might be in church, but you're not really in church. See, I'm talking about more about who you are, not just what goes around you. Just stay with me. Will you stay in the will of God? Will you live the will of God? Well, I have to. My parents made me go to church. I'm talking about you now. So what would it take to get out of the will of God? The love of the world took Demas out. And Demas, having loved this present world, forsook Christ. We know Achan got a little money hungry. He left the will of God. Peter got embarrassed. Wouldn't say anything against Christ, for Christ, got embarrassed. Cussed God, got out of the will of God. David had lust, got out of the will of God. Saul had pride, got out of the will of God. What would it take you to get out of the will of God? Listen, if you have a price, Satan has payment. If you have a price, Satan has the payment.
That's correct.
So I'm not going to try to help you youth group, so I'll make that tomorrow night. If I can help an individual, I want you to say these words to yourself. I'm not forsaken.
That's good.
I'm a 14-year-old kid make that decision. I'm not forsaken. Shall we pray? Father in heaven, I pray tonight that you would speak to individual hearts. And honestly, it's the first time I heard Brother Ruhl loves teenagers. I sat there and I thought, you know, I do. Because I want to see them make it. Well, there's so much thrown at a young person now, so much diversion, Lord, and it's more muddy right now. They don't see the future, Lord. If you just paint a picture for them tonight, will that be helpful? Lord, help us to hang in the portals of our mind a sign that yells out loud, not for sale. Not for sale. Not for sale. Holy Spirit, help us. For Christ's sake, I pray with thanksgiving. Amen. Thank you. You may be seated. I asked a young man when I came here, there was a vivacious young lady here last year. I don't see her this year. A couple of years ago, there was another young lady, very vivacious, always wanted to see me right after the service, and wanted to see my wife, wanted to be right there, wanted a picture taken, and she's not here. What happened?
It's good.
Where are they? I started Bible college in a freshman class of 800. I think it's the largest freshman class of the Bible college I attended. 800 freshmen. I graduated 4 years later, in a graduating class of 176.
Really?
Less than 25% graduated. Where are they? What happened to them? Now I'm going to simply just put something in your mind that cause you to think individually for yourself. Will you actually graduate from a Christian school? Will you graduate at all? Well, I plan to. Will you stay married when you get married? Oh, of course. Well, 60% don't. So you will not make those goals unless you make wise decisions. It seems more and more that good people are leaving the will of God. And maybe we just see more because we have social media. Maybe we hear so much more now today, and that could be it. So I just kind of help out, say, in that area. I accept the fact when bad people hurt bad people. I accept that. I really do. You know, when gang fights happen, you get gang against gang, and we heard about it on the news not long ago, it made national news. I understand when bad people hurt bad people. I had a man in my church, they involved in a drug deal, and they came back, and they actually went to the shed, little 5 by 10 shed, and they sat on a 5-gallon bucket. The guy was not happy with the deal, and the guy got mad, took a .357, put it to the head, and the man shot him. A miracle thing, the bullet went in, but somehow, as it hit the skull, went all the way around on top of the skull, blew out, so it hit his brain. He's never the same now, but he's not dead. I thought, well, that's just a bad person dealing with a bad person. I also understand when bad people hurt good people. I understand that. When a bad person maybe breaks in and takes something, he's a thief. I understand about identity theft, people trying to get your wallet. I understand a man filled with lust rapes her. I understand a bad person hurting a good person. I understand that. I have a man in my church, his sister's in my church, and her brother is doing life. And there's a drug deal going on, and about a week later, the guys got mad about it, went to the guy's house, was going to scare him, get the money, and they went there, and they got the money, they're going to leave, but one guy cold-cocked the guy in bed, knocked him out, set the house on fire. Now it's going to be a homicide. So this kid with them runs in and tries to help the man who's knocked out, tries to drag him out of the house. Well, the policemen come. They find this guy trying to drag this guy out. The guy's unconscious, the house on fire. Now he's doing life. So I understand when bad people hurt bad people. I understand when bad people hurt good people. I even understand when good people hurt bad people. I really understand that. I was sheriff speaking in my church one day, and we had a man that got high on meth. And this man high on meth took a hamburger and he beat an 82-year-old woman. Unconscious. Blood in her entire body. The lady lived. The sheriff said this, when we picked the man up, it was a mighty rough road to the jail that day. So I understand good people even hurting bad people. I'll review that. I understand when a bad person hurts a bad person. I understand when a bad person hurts a good person. I even understand sometimes in revenge when a good person hurts a bad person. Watch this. But for the life of me, I can't figure it out when good people hurt good people. And nothing will make you leave the will of God faster than watching good people hurt good people. You know, when the policeman takes a bribe, when a military man gives away information, when a school teacher defies a student, the pastor's wife runs off with somebody. Well, there it is. There it is. Hey, if that's what it's all about, I'm out here. Hey, if that's what church is all about, that's what a Christian school is all about, if that's what the Christian life is about, if good people trash good people, then I'm out of here early. Oh, you got a price, huh? Because watch this. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Realize, number one, it happens to the best. No doubt about it. I don't know if any man accoladed any more in the Bible than a man named David. But David was called a man after God's own heart. I don't know if there's a higher accolade than that. A man after God's own heart. But David had a terrible memory. David, at the time when kings went out to battle, stayed home. So David was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then as he's walking on the veranda of his palace, he saw a woman. And the woman was bathing. The Bible also says, and he looked well upon the woman that she was beautiful. Now, it's one thing for me to see something, and in this state, like my state of California, it's very easy to see someone maybe improperly clad, and my eyes just see some, boy, I should not look at that. I was sitting on a bus stand, and a lady walked out, oh, that's not good to look at. Well, now, I found out that most ladies wear the wrong clothing, should not wear the wrong clothing. The others should wear the wrong clothing. I hope they don't wear the wrong clothing. But it's one thing then to take my eyes. That's what David did. David saw this woman, and she was bathing. David should just turn away, walk back inside, but he didn't. And David saw this woman bathing, and then he looked upon her, and noticed that she was beautiful, kept looking upon her, and then sent for her. And we know that David did the wrong thing. David committed adultery to his wife. David committed adultery against one of his best friend's wife. David blew it. David was a good man who hurt another good man. Watch it. I understand that. I understand that. But it doesn't stop there. See, David then thinks everything's fine, everything's good. And he looks at the woman and says, you will see me no more, you will talk to me no more. You go your way, I go my way. I'm the king, you're not. Watch this, leave me alone. It never gives the exact amount of time, but a couple months later, excuse me, may I please see the king of urgent matter? Well, the king is not straight. No, just tell the king it's Bathsheba, and it's an urgent matter. And the chamberlain runs to the king and says, excuse me, king, I know you're not seeing by today, but there's a dear lady here all dressed up, and she's named Bathsheba, and she says it's urgent. Okay, Bathsheba, what is it? I'm with child. Oh boy. You can choose your sin. You cannot choose your consequence. Never forget that. You can choose your sin. You can never choose the consequence, nor can you choose the time of your consequence. David now has a problem. He's king. He's now in an adulterous affair. Her husband happens to be a very loyal leader. So David said, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll bring him home, put him with her, and making sure it's all covered up. I'll do that. And sure enough, the loyal man comes home, and he sleeps out in the field. Not a time for loyalty for the king, okay? And so then he says, the next day, I get the man drunk, I put him with his wife, and he still does it. He lays in the field. Well, what a good man. What do I do now? So David then sends the man back and takes the letter with him. Now you think David says, dear Joab, I've committed adultery with this woman. I'm trying to cover up. Please help me. No way in the world. So David writes a letter. Maybe someone says this, dear Joab, I have news about Uriah, my faithful man. I love him, you love him. He's a good warrior. But something happened. And maybe he's just save-faced. He's a traitor. He's going to hurt us. Put him in front of battle, back off, let him die a hero. Everything's okay. Here's Joab, bring the letter. What a king. What a good guy. He's so good. He's trying to save David. He's a rotten loser. All the way it is. Sure enough, Joab sends a man to battle, pushes him in front, withdraws the troops, and Uriah dies. Joab sends notice on him. Guess who tells Bathsheba? David. Oh, Bathsheba, I'm so sorry, so sorry. We had a heated battle. Your husband fought courageously. And so, you know what he did? He gave his life for the country, so you and I, so we both live better. You liar, David. You liar, David. He didn't tell the truth. It wasn't until the man of God came to David and said, David, thou art the man. Look up here, don't forget this. A good man. Her a good man. Will you get out of a Christian school because the pastor falls? Because the Christian school teacher goes wayward? Well, that's what it's all about. No, I'll tell you right now. That's not what it's all about. That's everything against what we teach and preach. But if you're looking for an excuse to get out, you'll find an excuse. And if you're looking for an excuse to get out of church, all you need to do about tithing, you'll find one also. That's, I just don't understand when good people hurt good people. How do you? The story we read, Abraham, literally the king of Christianity, father of the Hebrew race, promised by God several times, your seed will be as the sands of the sea, can't number them, and you're going to build this great nation. You and Sarah confirmed it. Sarah said, I can't have children, and just being patient. And they said, you'll have children, but no. Sarah says, I'm tired of being barren. See, 10 years ago, they're traveling through Egypt. You ever been to a poverty-stricken country? You get off the airplane, and it's like 20, 30 kids run up, and they ask you for money, carry your bags, get this for you, buy this, do this, can I touch this, all this. And boy, they come around, they beg. I've seen it. And you want to try to help every one of them. Well, that's why when Abraham and Sarah went to Egypt, they came on that big old white horse, and she was in that like a little carriage seat, and there was a little entourage, and sure, the little kids in Egypt thought, who is this man? And look at him, and look how strong and mighty and wealthy he is. And look at that. But they loved the way he took care of Sarah. And he helped her off of the horse and got her down. And they started begging. And there's Sarah, there's Abraham, there's the entourage. Look at that. And they're trying to help those little beggar kids. They got to the place to stay there, and they got the next morning to do some things. And those baby kids were out front door. And sure enough, Abraham went out and put his arm around Sarah, took care of her. There was just one little girl. Those big old eyes and, kind of ratty hair, pulled back, rags and clothes. But she was just enamored of the way Abraham took care of Sarah. Oh, one day that'd be so great. Isn't that great? One day I hope someone loves me that way. I'm not sure how long they stayed in Egypt. But those baby kids just ran around, begging. And they always helped them. But they were enamored by Abraham and their Sarah. Getting ready to leave. And they loaded up that day. The kids came around. They gave them all the little monies again. Get ready to leave, and Sarah begins crying. Sarah, what's wrong? She said, didn't you notice that one girl, the way she looked at me? The way she looked at you? I know. Well, can we do something for her? Honey, we're not the parents again. Let's go find out. And Sarah talked Abraham going over to Hagar's parents. They went in there. There's probably a house full of kids, not doing well, poor as could be. Abraham said, dear sir, I've noticed your daughter begging. She's taken a liking to my wife. It could be even possible for us to maybe to take this young little girl, and we'll give her a palace to live in, and we'll give her the wealth that she needs, and she'll get the proper education, and may benefit your family in the long run. And mom and dad said, sure, go ahead. And boy, that little girl got to hop in that little carriage and go off with that big guy, Abraham, that wonderful lady called Sarah. And for 10 years, she got to hear the promise of God. She got to hear how it is young blood. She's not 9 or 10 anymore now. She's 20 and 21. 10 years later. She saw Sarah get bigger. She can't have children. And Sarah comes to Hagar and says, I give you my husband. I prayed about it. That's what the Bible says. And you shall become his mistress. No. You shall become his Sarah. No. You shall become his wife. Hagar, listen. Abraham, listen. I don't care what anybody says. Wrong thing. Hagar conceives. Sarah is very wicked. And she kicks out Hagar and kicks out Ishmael. Hagar now is about ready to take her life. And she realizes that good people hurt good people. Someone asked me last night to give my testimony. I didn't give myself testimony. I think sometimes what they want to hear is that my mother's murdered. My mother was shot 5 times in the front seat of the car by my stepfather. He went around to the bunker and found a bunker and shot his head off. So I lost my mother that day, my stepfather lived. My name made the headlines the next day in Daily News, Ohio. 4 kids, motherless, fatherless, mean, angry man, murderous self, murderous wife. Good old stepdad. Good people. Hurt. Good people. So what are you going to do about it? You're not going to go out and shoot somebody today. You're not going to go out and sell some adulterous affair. But good people in the Christian school. Hurt good people in the Christian school. I saw a mom back there ask how old your daughter was, and she said there's just so much drama going on. In a Christian school? Really? Are you serious? You would have drama in a Christian school? I thought that's why we pay the big bucks at Sunday. Someone say amen. The sermon doesn't get better. It does stick with me right now. So let me help you out. Nice and easy. Number one, realize it can happen to the best. Realize it can happen to the best. I'll tell you about her. I won't name her name. She has beautiful long blonde hair. Went to public school all her life. We got her the last 2 years. Convinced mom to let her come. Came to our school, had a 4.0 average for the junior year, 4.0 average for senior year, graduated with honors, was the valedictorian, but really had to kind of give it up and so was in our school longer, so co-valedictorian. Went to camp, vowed her purity. Oh, the Bible guys can't wait to go. And her mother made fun of her. Her mother said, you vowed your what? How do you expect to get to know a guy before you know? How do you expect yours? And that summer, our valedictorian lost her purity. She never made Bible college. In fact, she never made out of Chico. Now she has 3 children. Working a part-time job at some dress farm. Living off welfare and food stamps just trying to make it. There's even moms, dads, good people, hurt, good people. Happens to the best. Number 2, realize that top people are big targets. See, watch this. I can name a name, you can name a name, and say, that pastor was, and this preacher was, and this school teacher was, and he was the best. And I'll tell you about my greatest teacher at Bible college. My number 1 Bible teacher at Bible college, all through my 4 years, is doing life in prison. Without parole. He's gone. The man that I sat down to note after note, I said, I wish I could be like him. I hope I can teach like him. I hope I can preach like him. I hope I can live like him. And now he's in prison. Oh, I should get out of the ministry. Get out of the ministry. And listen, we just lost a good one. Someone needs to stay in. Good people just hurt good people. It just happens. It always has. It always will. Just keep on going. Realize that happens to the best. Realize that there are big targets. Watch this. Never, listen, never idolize somebody.
Yeah.
Pastor, would you stand up? You've been pastor for 13 years. How long have you been in the ministry?
30 years.
Oh my soul, 30 years. A lot of people looked up to him. I'll make this comment. To keep a church in California, to keep a church in Hawaii, you got to take a stand. You got to take a stand. Most don't. Most you can't recognize church anymore. I admire your pastor. But let me just tell you something. If your pastor messes up next week, all right, he won't because his wife will shoot him, so don't worry about it, okay? If he messes up, I'm not getting out of the ministry.
That's right.
I'm not going to stop pastoring my church. I'm not going to stop preaching about, hey, look, I'm sorry it happens, but it's always happened ever since good people make big mistakes. So you can't idolize men. Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you, I'll go way back in time so you don't remember. Jack Hiles was my pastor for 4 years. I had to go to a place called Hiles Anderson College. It was the greatest fundamental soul-winning mecca in the world at that time. 3,000 were there. Boy, I was there for the pinnacle days, and he had a son that messed up. I'm so sorry. I was friends with his son, and his son messed up. I'm so sorry. I mean it. There are so many people in the church that took Jack Hiles' books and threw them away. I thought, he didn't do it. Well, if you read or something like that, this is no good. Are you serious? It just seems like sometimes people are looking for ways to get out.
Yeah.
And if you have a price, Satan has to pay. Number one, realize the happens to the best. 2, realize the best will target someone's looking for. 3, never idolize a man or a woman so in a position. And 4, never get above yourself. You're going to graduate, huh? That's what they all say. But you're going to make it, right? What's that? Oh, that's a good answer, hopefully. Where's Noah? I just saw Noah. Noah, you still working out since last night? Where do you go, man? Noah, what grade are you in? 10th grade. You going to make it? Let him that thinketh he stand to take heed, lest he fall. One of my best friends pastored a mega church. He messed up. He messed up. You know what I think? How am I still in this thing? He was thoroughbred. He had a godly mom, godly dad. I come from 6 divorces. I've seen everything, do everything. I've done all the wrong side. I think if he fell, what in the world was wrong with me? And God says, because you still think you can fall. I pray every day not to mess up. You know what motivates me? I couldn't look at my 4 kids and tell them that Dad messed up. I couldn't do that.
It's good.
I can't look at my wife and say, I gotta tell you something. So when I got married, I took a whole day back. I've only made a couple holy vows in my entire life. One was, if I ever cheat on that woman, like that, what was this? When you have a dad has been married 4 times, mother's been married 3, it's pretty easy to see this stuff going around. So I said, Lord, if I ever step out, kill me. I didn't sit and sit, kill me. God killed me. You think God would? Oh yeah, I know He would. You know what the worst thing is? He's going to let my wife be the killer. She's going to shoot me in one toe first, and the other toe first, and the other toe first, and that's just the first thing. Then this is right there. Let me help you out. Think about life. Going over here for Christmas, then going to this house over here for Christmas. Think about life a little later on when you go get married. You bring one step parents up on the side, and bring those step parents on the side, and tears start flowing, all this stuff goes on. Is that really how you planned it? Better be careful how you make decisions that are effective for a lifetime. Stay with me. Don't get above yourself if you don't think it happened to you. Violence is well done. You can't get knocked out when it does happen. You can't, what's it, your pastor falls? Brother Deborah falls? Anna would shoot him, I know she would, so. He said, well, I'm out of the Christian school then. You didn't get into the Christian school because Rob Deborah was here.
Right.
You didn't go to church when the pastor was here.
Right.
You were in the will of God. So as well someone falls, you don't get out of the will of God. Give me 2 minutes, I'll explain the last one. I understand when bad people hurt bad people. I understand when bad people hurt good people. I even understand when good people get revenge for bad people. But for life, I don't understand when good people hurt good people. I want everyone to do things right. That's one. Don't be the one doing that. Right? You're not going to shoot my mom. You're not going to have the dogs sit there. I understand that. When you take a junior high girl and you make fun of her,
Yeah.
that tears her up. That tears her up. She goes home crying, trying to explain to her parents, after Christian school, I got Mrs. Starlight up here. She goes, that happens in Christian school. That's how you start. Not all men are as athletic proud as Noah is. They don't have the athleticism, the strength that he has. And so sometimes upper level young men make fun of the young men. And there's ever a time they need encouragement, it's for the older guy to say, hey, you're okay, bro. You're okay. Do you know what I mean for a junior high or a seventh grader to have a senior say, hey, can you have lunch with me today? What? Can you have lunch with me today? Can you sit at my table? The holy table where all the seniors, can you sit at my table? Instead of, hey man, don't say, over there, you're hurting them. You're hurting them. I wasn't well received because of foster care, group homes. I wasn't always well clean. I got made fun of because I was not hygiene properly. People would not sit next to me. I'm okay, really. I'm good in my own skin, okay? I'm all right. I'm not going to shoot the post office man, I promise you, okay? Remember one time on the bus, a guy got on. He was a star athlete of our high school. Always on the bus, second stop, walk down there to the second rear well over here. So every I look up, no one ever sat next to me. No one ever did. I had to walk on the bus, walk down the rear. I like the wheel well because I put my feet on top of it. I was only in second grade. I look out the window, no one sat next to me. And one day, I guess the bus filled up. Fifth stop, Rick Chamberlain got on. Rick Chamberlain, the jock of the whole school, wore the leather sweater, wore the leather jacket, had the basketball, had the football, had the stripes, had the medals, had the everything. Man, Rick, he had white hair like a bowl, but he was the athlete. When he got on, the whole bus lit up just like that again. Well, one day he got on, they never saw him, things like that. One day the bus got filled up, so walking in back, and the back up, there's no seats. He looked at me like, there's a seat right here. And he just said, can I sit here? Like, can Rick Chamberlain sit next to Trash Water? Oh, yeah. And Rick Chamberlain sat down. He turned around and talked to all the guys on the bus the entire time. Never said one word to me. The bus got to the school, everyone got up. Rick Chamberlain got up, started to walk out, turned around. He didn't say one word to me, but he hit me. Right here. I have not washed that shoulder since. You can help somebody.
Yeah.
You could. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know who I'm talking about. If you ever want your youth group really to reach youth, they can't see the drama that you play within yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't give the world more of what the world has and expect them to be enamored of what she has. You got to show them something different. If you know what's going on, stop. And then anyone would love to join your youth group. Good people hurt. Good people. Not being unkind. Get over it. To get above it. And live up there. Father in heaven, a very practical message needed for young people. Every youth group can benefit by taking the younger and leading them down the way. It's when they need help. It's not when they're vulnerable. It's not when we make fun of them. It's when they need help. Lord, tonight, give us some upperclassmen and they'll just reach down and take some younger classmen. Show them how to do it. Show them how to do it well. Show them how to do it in class. Well, I pray for young ladies, Lord, not to make a sport out of younger ladies. I pray for young ladies not to make a sport out of maybe those less endowed financially or any subject of work. Lord, that takes a work on the heart. And Lord, tonight I'm just praying that you would help this youth group, other youth groups. But Lord, if we truly want revival, we've got to do away with all this difficulty. Can I ask a question every head, bowed, everybody closed? How many knows there's somebody that's a good person that you know is hurt another good person? Raise your hand. The hands all over the room. We all know it. but it doesn't give us a chance to leave. So how many times we just say in your own corner of your mind, I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. I'm not getting out. I don't care if a bad person hurts a bad person. I don't care if a bad person hurts a good person. I don't care if a good person hurts a bad person. I don't care if good people hurt good people. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm not going to sell out. I'm not for sale. That's my decision. Father in heaven, would you help these young people tonight? Would you help all of us tonight? Lord, I truly want to be a help. Well, I know this. I can't help motivate people if they're not going to stay in it. I guarantee you, preacher here has had plenty of reasons to leave, but he stayed in it. I guarantee you, Mrs. Preachers have plenty of reasons to leave, but she's still in it. I guarantee you, a youth pastor, Brother Devereaux, Mrs. Devereaux, had lots of reasons to leave. Lord, they're still in it. But they just got by the tough times. They put out a sign that said, I'm not for sale. Our heads are bowed, our eyes are closed. Can we make this a private invitation? Maybe stand to our feet together, please. Very proudly have the piano to play. If you'll just make a deal with your heart tonight with God, just say, I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. I'm not saying, man, would you just step out and make that decision tonight? I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. I'm not going to tell you advantage one time. I'm not for sale. I'm not getting out of ministry. I'm not getting out of God's will. And do what God wants you to do. But you don't come for somebody else. Just come. Just come. It's a personal invitation. I'm just going to do what's right. I'm just going to do what's right. This is really strengthening your core. This is really going to have done good times or bad times get older. Mom or dad, I'm just in. I'm just in. I preached for 37 minutes. Not a lengthy message. Hopefully a helpful message. I'd like to say one more thing. I'll have Vance play. I'm not for your help. Tonight we decided that even though I see maybe good people or good people, I'm not giving out. Okay. I'd like tonight that you would just pray for this church. Pray for my church. Pray for these churches that are represented here. That we get above this stuff. If we don't have your help, we're done.
Yeah.
We don't have another generation. We're washed up. And it could be anybody saying, well, you can make more money doing this. You know, I really didn't get in for the money myself. There'll be a myriad of reasons for you to get out of the will of God. But none are as good about staying in the will of God. I'm going to just ask that, I'll turn it over just one last little altar time. But if you know it's something that's going on, that you'll specifically pray, say, Lord, help our church, help our youth group, pray for Pastor Roy's youth group, these other churches' youth groups. That God, you would stop the problems amongst us. So so we can help the problems to other people who need our help. It's kind of a graduated prayer. I'm asking God to help us, that we can help others out there. Because we can't really help somebody else if we can't help ourselves. Can you just one more stand and say, every head bowed, every eye closed? Would you maybe just come and pray for somebody else you know hurting tonight? That'd be a good way to pray. Just come and pray for somebody else tonight. You know they're going through a tough time. Youth group, person, mom, dad, relationship, whatever it may be. Just give your heart for somebody else tonight.
Who's that person that you know you're discouraging them the way you treat them? Young people, if you're not right with a brother or sister in Christ, you're not right with the Lord. Get it right. Encourage. Maybe you're not right with your parents. Maybe you look at your parents. Get it right. Don't let anything or anyone get you out of the will of God. But don't be the one that gets somebody else out of the will of God either. Stay in a spirit of prayer, every head bowed, every eye closed. Nobody's looking around. Altar's still open. Holy Spirit is knocking on your heart and say, hey, be kind, be nice. Altar's open. God, we thank you for the word. Thank you for the Spirit, God. I do pray that, Lord, there would be some devoted young people, God, that, Lord, no matter what happens, no matter who does what to them, who does what in their own life, God, we would keep our eyes focused on you. God, I pray that we would be sold out, surrendered, God, that no matter what goes on around us, we are going to be faithful, God, that we would stay in church, stay in your will. Lord, I pray that we would be encouragement to people to stay in your will as well. God, I pray that we go home and go to our schools tomorrow and show people the love of Christ. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. You may be seated. We're going to take a love offering from Pastor Ruhl. So we're going to have our ushers. I'm going to pray. And then we're going to have our ushers if you just put your love offering in. We'll make some closing announcements and then we'll be dismissed. Let's pray. Lord, thank you for tonight, God. Again, thank you for the word. God, I just pray now that we would not just hear the word of God. I pray that we would just come to an altar and make a decision, God. Lord, I pray that we would act the word. God, I pray that we would live the word. God, I pray that we would be kind. I pray that we would also be committed and faithful. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. right. We're going to be dismissed in just a second. If you have not seen our snack shack, we have snacks and sodas and different things for sale out there for really low cost. So before you leave tonight, everybody stop out there and check that out. Mr. Reed, you put the words up to the board. Let's all stand. Let's all stand. We're going to sing this one more time, or actually 2 times through, and then we're going to be dismissed for tonight. Let me encourage you, come back tomorrow night. 5:30 will be our pre-church snacks. Here's what I was thinking. You go to a football game, right? They have tailgating parties. Okay? Dallas Cowboys. No Dallas Cowboys. Okay? But they have that. Now you got to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Okay? They have tailgating parties. They have a good time for it, and they get excited. They go to the game. They have a good time. But tomorrow night at 5:30, we're going to have a pre-church snack. Come, get excited, fellowship. Get excited, ready to come to church tomorrow night. Service is going to start at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow, let me encourage you to invite one friend from your school, one friend from your youth group who is not here tonight, and bring them tomorrow night. Okay? We're going to have a good night tomorrow night. Great time around the Word of God and get to meet other people. All right? Let's sing this through twice, and then after we finish it all, we're going to be dismissed for tonight.